You need one Hedera HBAR. I'm serious. At around 20 cents, HBAR is the most undervalued asset you can find, and the scarcity is shocking. Only a tiny fraction of the world owns even a single HBAR, yet the largest companies on the planet, Google, IBM, T-Mobile, are running the network. We are standing on the edge of a massive supply shock that will send HBAR prices soaring to $1, 0 cents, $2, 0 cents, and even higher. You are already ahead if you own just one. I'm breaking down the math and the governing council power you need to see. If you're interested in this topic, hit the like button, subscribe, and type interested in the comments, and I will give you a heart. HBAR right now is trading at around 20 cents, and I'm going to tell you exactly why you need at least one Hedera HBAR. This might sound simple, but the reality of HBAR ownership is shocking. Not many people on this planet own HBAR. Think about the entire cryptocurrency space, millions of investors, and then think about the 8 billion people around the world. The vast majority of them have absolutely no idea what Hedera HBAR is, let alone that they should hold it. Hedera has created approximately 9 million different mainnet accounts on its network. Now, I know many active crypto users run 5, 10, or even 20 different wallets. So let's be generous and assume that only 1 million unique people around the world actually own Hedera HBAR. 1 million people out of 8 billion. That means if you own a single HBAR today, you are already ahead of over 99.99% of the world's population. You are an early adopter of one of the most powerful enterprise-grade DLTs in existence. And this scarcity is the very first key to why Hedera HBAR is going to be extremely valuable in the coming days, weeks, and months. While a lot of people are ignoring Hedera and focusing on meme coins or older networks, HBAR is quietly accumulating fundamental strength. A perfect example of this quiet strength is the real-world asset RWA market, specifically real estate tokenization. While everyone else is still talking about it, projects on Hedera are building it. GCG Coin is leading the charge as the #1 real estate cryptocurrency built on Hedera Hashgraph. This project allows you to buy and sell tokenized real estate, invest fractionally, and even earn passive rewards every single month. The massive appeal of RWA tokenization is that it turns $1 trillion illiquid asset, real estate, into a digital tradable asset. And GCG Coin is doing this on Hedera. What makes GCG Coin an even more interesting play right now? Its market cap is currently only $1 million 0 cents with a total supply of 100 million. This means the token is trading at just 1 cent. Because the team is fully transparent and the total supply is fixed, there are no more tokens to be sold by the team. We saw a few months ago when the market sentiment was high, GCG Coin went to a $7 million 0 cent market cap. This indicates that a 5x to 10x is easily achievable for GCG Coin this year in 2025 as the real estate tokenization narrative explodes. Full disclosure, I own a good amount of GCG Coin. Do your own research, but tokenizing real estate on the Hedera network is a massive underserved market, and it's a direct bullish catalyst for the entire HBAR ecosystem. The problem with fast-moving assets like HBAR and explosive low-cap tokens like GCG Coin is that the news moves faster than YouTube's algorithm. You can't wait for the next video to drop. I want to invite every serious HBAR holder who is ready to capitalize on this scarcity to join my exclusive YouTube membership. You need to move when the whales move. If you're tired of reading about the 10x move after it's happened, hit that join button below this video and become a channel member today. You'll immediately unlock members-only technical analysis and low-cap posts. We analyze exactly where whales are accumulating HBAR and give you early, in-depth research on ecosystem plays like GCG Coin that the public is completely ignoring. We help you cut through the confusion and get the information you need to maximize your HBAR bag and potentially transform your investment goals from hopeful speculation to strategic accumulation. Join the membership, gain the clarity, and stop missing the breakouts. If you are still wondering why you need to hold HBAR, the second reason is the unparalleled strength of the Hedera Governing Council. This council is without question the best-in-class governance body in the entire world of decentralized ledger technology. This isn't just a list of random venture capitalists or anonymous developers. These are global, multi-billion-dollar corporations We have companies like Google, T-Mobile, LG, IBM, Dell, and many others. These aren't partners. They literally own a piece of Hedera. They govern the network, they manage it, they run the nodes, and most importantly, they are building mission-critical, revenue-generating applications on Hedera. When Google decides to run a node, when IBM integrates it into their enterprise solutions, and when T-Mobile launches services on it, they are staking their reputation and their core business on the success of HBAR. This level of enterprise adoption is unmatched by virtually any other layer 1 network. You are not just investing in a crypto project, you are investing alongside the corporate giants who are actively building the next generation of the internet. This leads us to the most critical factor that will trigger a massive price explosion: the HBAR supply shock. Every company on the governing council and every application building on Hedera requires HBAR to pay for transaction fees and services. As adoption increases, so does the demand for the HBAR token. However, the available supply is rapidly diminishing. The percentage of the total 50 billion HBAR supply that has been released into circulation is currently at around 85%. This is a monumental figure. Think about the last bull run in 2021 when HBAR hit its all-time high of over 50 cents. At that time, we were only at around 30% circulating supply. The price was driven up with billions of tokens still waiting to be released. Today, we are at 85% circulating supply. This means that pretty soon, there will be virtually no more HBAR to be sold into the open market from the treasury. When demand from global enterprises meets this unprecedented level of supply constriction, you get the makings of a massive supply shock. The price must adjust violently to accommodate the limited available tokens. The whales know this. The data clearly shows that accounts holding from 1,000 HBAR all the way up to 100 million HBAR have been accumulating aggressively since last year. They are buying, they are holding, and they are not selling into the current 20-cent price range. This means HBAR is severely undervalued. This supply shock is not a drill, it's basic economics catalyzed by enterprise demand. You cannot afford to wait for the media to report on the price surge after the supply shock hits. I want to talk to my most strategic holders. You need the real-time data to prepare for this explosive move. If you want to be positioned correctly before the market realizes that 85% circulating supply means there's no HBAR left to buy, then hit that join button below and become a channel member. Premium members get priority access to my deep dive research on the supply schedules and governing council movements, so you know exactly when the buying pressure is about to hit critical mass. You also get priority comment replies from me on every video, ensuring your specific questions about whale accumulation and supply metrics are answered fast. By becoming a member, you gain the confidence to hold your position through volatility, knowing you have the deepest fundamental analysis backing your investment. Join the membership, gain the conviction, and secure your financial future. Given the overwhelming adoption and the imminent supply shock, the question isn't if HBAR will pump, but how high it will go. HBAR trading at 18 to 20 cents right now is ludicrously cheap relative to its potential. Through this bull run, we could easily see a massive price shock that takes HBAR to $1.00, $2.00, or even $3.00. We have historical proof of HBAR's explosive speed. Last year, HBAR went from about 4 cents all the way up to 40 cents in just 1 month. A stunning 10x move. HBAR can easily repeat a 5x or 10x move in the next few months once the enterprise adoption pressure and supply scarcity collide. But let's talk about the ultimate potential, the ceiling that makes HBAR a generational opportunity. Let's engage in a thought experiment. What if Hedera Hashgraph achieved Bitcoin's current market cap? Bitcoin's current market cap is over $2 trillion 0 cents. If Hedera, with its superior technology, governing council, and real-world utility, were to reach that market cap, one HBAR would literally be worth $47 0 cents. That is a staggering 289x return from today's price. I believe this is very realistic and doable by 2030. A $2 trillion 0 cents market cap for Hedera might sound crazy now, but when you consider its enterprise-grade governance, its speed, its stability, and the massive globally scaled use cases like digital identity, tokenization, and payments, including its work with groups like SWIFT and central bank digital currencies or CBDCs, a multi-trillion-dollar valuation is exactly where it belongs. The fundamentals confirming this future are already in place. Fun! Developer activity Hedera HBAR is consistently ranked number 2 in the entire cryptocurrency world for the number of developers actively building on the network, right behind Ethereum. This is a crucial metric, proving that HBAR is one of the most active and rapidly growing chains for serious long-term development. The sheer volume of smart contract deployment and network upgrades ensures its long-term viability and growth. 2. ETF institutional accumulation. We are now seeing the Hedera HBAR ETFs buying up hundreds of millions of HBAR. Soon, billions of HBAR will be held by these institutional funds. This continuous enforced buying pressure from institutional vehicles further compounds the looming supply shock. 3. Massive use cases, from collaborations with global payment systems like SWIFT to being the backbone for national CBDC research and implementation, big companies are choosing HBAR. The use cases are not speculative, they are operational. You are witnessing the quiet accumulation phase before a historical price discovery event. The simple premise remains: you need to hold at least one HBAR. You need to add it to your portfolio now, because HBAR has the power to make you very, very rich. So if you own HBAR, destroy the like button, join us, subscribe. We need you in our inner circle to prepare for the shock. I will see you very soon. Until next time, Jeff out.